Because you see, what you gotta do, so you take that order color. Like I said, I don't know what it is. If I knew what it was, like, I would just tell you right now. It would actually save, like, everyone a lot of trouble. Because you could just move on to the next step without, you know, having to go through all of this nonsense. But anyway, so you get colors. So what I heard is that, okay, if you take each, the first letter of each of these colors, and the third letter of each of these colors, there's a way to, like, just kind of, like, cipher them. Like, you gotta use just your basic, like, A equal A, like, 1, B equal 2, cipher kind of thing. But you kind of have to reorder them around, but you're gonna get, geological, like, just like, place, you know? Like people who do that thing, like geocaching. No, that's not a thing people do. I don't think people have the ability to geocache, dude. I don't think so. That doesn't sound like something that would be possible. But anyways, you just get coordinates, you know, satellite coordinates, you know. So you follow them. So what do you do when you find coordinates? You follow them. That's what you have to do. All right, okay. So you get there. I don't know where it's gonna be, but you're gonna be in a place where you need to dig, and I believe, like, the direction you need to go is down, obviously, but not fully down. You actually need to go at an angle, and boy howdy, oh geez, I almost forgot to tell you about that part, because yeah, you get where you need to go, but it's not just down. There's an angle and a direction. And that, for that you need another set of knowledge that I don't have, but I'm able to help you out. Basically, oh, you can go away, by the way, Yoshi, I don't need you. So what you need to do, like I said, so, like, I don't know where they are, so you need, like, there's a person, like, see, I'm the guy that tells you where you start digging. There's a guy that tells you where you, oh boy, whoops. There's a guy that tells you, you know, what angle you're going to be digging, and another person's going to tell you about, you know, what kind of fruits you should eat in order to have very high quality gums, and a fourth person's going to give you, like, the direction. Anyway, so for the first person, like, I've never met them before. Man, I'm just trying to fly here. Come on, man, let me fly, please. This is the only reason why you would ever play Mario, it's to fly. Otherwise, you play Mario 3. Like, I think you just need to find a, the phone book, like, for New York City, circa... What? My flight just stopped there. Wow. I can just fly from here, though. Like, it's not hard. Just find a floor from the New York, like, phone book, like, the yellow book, like, from 1974. I believe the clue I was given is to look at page 399, second line. That's it. Like, it's pretty easy. Like, honestly, it kind of does itself. Like, no need to worry there. For the second person, that you would need, like, so that's the person I think that they'll give you the hint for the angle. For the direction, that one I'm not sure, honestly. So sorry for building this up. I don't think it's possible. Like, I'm just kind of trying to remember. Like, it's been a while. Like, it's been years since I've been giving this information. And honestly, I was supposed to give all of this a long time ago. I just... Oh, wait. No, wait. Okay. Yeah, I would have gotten smushed there. Man, that would have been sad. However, I did hear, so that person, like, I believe, yeah, like, they move a lot, but there's a hint, there's a way you can identify them. Well, I mean, they might have changed their vehicle since then, but, like, I believe it's, like, they used to, own and operate a red, like, they would sell, basically, like, their job was they would sell, hot dogs from the back of their van. It was a red van. It's a very beautiful van, like, lots of excess in terms of decoration, but it's van shaped and it's red, so you can just remember that. Like, I don't know, like this has been year and again. Maybe he changed his job, maybe he had a paying job, like, I don't know, so... But let me tell you, if everything lines up and you get to the thing I was alluding to, you're gonna have the greatest, like, it's just such a beautiful tapestry. And, like, it's not just decorative, because the reality is, like, if you, if you take the tapestry, like, it's beautiful. I would describe it, but me attempting describing it would just, like, ruin the whole purpose of it. Like, there's just no reason for me to describe it. Like, it's just, I just know, like, it's no point. Because whatever you can imagine, it's like 50 times better than that. Anyways, like, but the thing is, like, it's not just beautiful, but, like, if you take the tapestry and you look at it with, like, ultraviolet light, you know, with a black light, if you do that, you're gonna have a code. It looks like a mathematical, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, not audience. Why would the word be audience? Mathematical code, like, formula, there you go. And apparently, like, if you take that formula and mix it with any regular old, you know, Crystal Pepsi you got hanging around, it's going to start to bubble in a very, very specific way. And I know this sounds ridiculous, but I mean, I'm not making this up. Like, I'm just reporting what's going on. But the fizz, like the bubbling pattern it makes, I mean, it turns out that it is actually like Morse code. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, it sounds crazy, but like this whole thing was devised by a super genius that has died like years ago. Anyway, yeah, and that Morse code apparently, you know, is a code. It's written, like, you know, it's written code. You have some words. Why can't I twag that box? That box did not want to get sideways. I don't know what to think about that. Check out my sliding. It's pretty swell. Yeah. That's what we call video games, kids. Anyway, yeah, it's a code. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know what's on beyond that. The code is apparently supposed to lead something bigger. I have no idea what it is. At that point, I'm too low on the echelon of knowledge to be of any use. I mean, thing is, though, like, the funny thing is that because this is, you know, something buried, like, it could totally be accidentally uncovered by someone else. That's what I always thought was pretty funny. So, like, all of this, because, like, this whole chain of things, like, relies on a lot of things. Like, that guy, that original guy that's supposed to respond to a ring, like, what if one day, like, he slipped on an orange peel and bonked his head and does not have any memories left about the whole thing? What if there was some land development where tapestry is buried, you know, and it was all just buried up and like unfurled from the Earth's embrace and left to the elements, or like dumped somewhere. It's all extremely possible, and honestly, like, I wouldn't embark in this particular you know, process and this journey unless you just wanted to do it for fun. But like, don't expect the reward, is what I'm saying. Like, it's very unlikely that it's going to actually lead anywhere. That's just a sad reality, man. Like, that's just how things are sometimes. You know, people set things up, you know, want to find that jeweled rabbit. Well, I mean, sure, okay. But then, you know, someone else finds it, and then you're like, oh, well, there we go. And, well, you know, that's beside the point. Did you know that video games are a combination of the word video, which is ancient Greek for video. Oh, shoot, this is bad. And game, which is transatlantic for oatmeal. Now, the etymology of how all of this came through is pretty interesting, so I'm not gonna like explain it. Like, I'm going to let you enjoy the process, enjoy the learning process of how that came to be, because honestly, like, that's where all the fun is. When you get the knowledge, like, alright, cool, I know a thing. But when you earn that knowledge, you know, through working at it and doing things, you know, to earn it, and like, doing the research. Like, it's a journey, right? It's all about the journey. It's not about a destination. It's about getting there. You know, once you get there, you got there, and that's it's a lot more fun. You know, it like you associate that piece of knowledge, or like it can be any kind of journey. You know, it can be a journey to get the groceries. It can be a journey to wake up dad. Like, whenever you then in the future reflect on that goal of the journey, you're gonna have all this bag. I'm using baggage. Baggage is using that sense has negative connotations though. But you know, you have all these memories, all these associations made with it, and it's like a weird super enhancement of the original task. And I think that's super rad. Like, tasks are beyond, like, the result is beyond the result. And in this crazy modern world of the 1920s, it's something that's very easy to forget. And that's a little bit unfortunate, but like, that's just how it is, man. Like, you think about something, then you think about another thing, then you think about the box. Like, if I tell you, alright, Johnny. If your name is not Johnny, just don't listen for the next few minutes, but if your name is Johnny, alright, Johnny. So, I'm gonna tell you here, imagine a box, alright? Just think about, right now, one box, okay? So, what shape, is it rectangle? Is it brown? If that's the case, then look, I have to warn you, Johnny, please. You've been in a coma now for like 20 years, alright? This is like new science. We've been trying to reach you. We've simulated this entire like weird world where consequences don't make any sense. Where there's just like barely any order, and the world is almost fueled entirely by chaos out there. This is because the simulation, you know, we're simulating a dream here. And there's only so much it can do, but we're simulating a dream to try to finally reach you. Because, look, it's been a while. We can't afford the hospital bills anymore to keep you in this state. You have to wake up at some point. Like, it's silly. Like, it's for your best. Like, a body is not meant to be inert for so long. Like, that's just not doable. So, if you could get better, please, I would appreciate. Just wake up, alright? Just imagine a large Tostitos brand Dorito. And then imagine that it is giant and inhaling your entire family. If you imagine that hard enough, the shock should pulse you back up. Like, your brain will be so worried that it will evolve the same glands that electric eels use to electric eels, and it will use this to shock your entire body, and you should normally be back up. We're looking forward to it, my friend, because it's been a while, you know? Remember how we used to throw snowballs at old man Jimmy? And how we then, like, sued us, and we had to live the rest of our life destitute because don't throw snowballs at old men. That's a morality play. It was written by Shaky Spears himself back in the day. Except, like, it was one of those stories that just didn't really get much play. Like, it was a first draft, I guess. But, you know, I always thought, like, Billy was like, man, I don't know, this is probably the best play I've ever written. Are the people out there ready for it? Like, if the people, doesn't matter if they're, like, you know, normal working class peeps, if they're, like, the King of England, like, anyone who sits through this whole play, their worldview will change so dramatically. I don't think that human culture, like, would be recognizable anymore. Like, social upheaval would be so powerful just so magnanimous that after a few years, I don't think that we would be able to call each other human. We would be at a level beyond, and it's just like, you know, Billy Shaky, like, he sat there, you know, with his freshly written play in his hand, and it's like, he just wasn't ready for you know, for that kind of, what's the word I'm looking for here? Responsibility, there you go. Whenever I have to think about, you know, when I need to remember the word responsibility, I always think about Spider-Man. Not the Spider-Man you know, but like the Spider-Man from William Shakespeare's play, The Spider-Man. That's where, fun fact, that's where that famous sentence, Yabba Dabba Doo, comes from. Not a lot of people know that, but like I kind of understand because there was a lot of work done to just kind of bury that, like in a bunch of like bury that basically in a container and put it under the ground. Now there's a way to get to that container though, and with that container there's this neat tapestry. Like, it's really cool, it's beautiful. I describe it, but like look, I don't take this the wrong way, but there's no way your imagination would be able to conceive of how great it is. Like, now the thing is, to get to that destination, like, I know part of what you need to do to get there. The problem is, like, you would need to contact 2 other people, and I'm not sure how to get in touch with them anymore, because it has been kind of several years, so just kind of forget about it. Like, don't worry about it. You know what, that was probably just a wacky thing I said, because, oh man, that wacky owl cow always says them wacky things! Especially when he's just kind of playing through a thing he knows very well, or, like, doesn't really offer a lot in terms of challenge. Like, you know, I mean, it's not Smooth's fault. Like, back when I was a kid, Smooth, I thought it was pretty hard. Like, you know, there was a lot of challenging things. Things I didn't really understand. It was just like, oh, like, this guy, boo, he's really easy to beat. But back when I was a kid, I saw that, I was like, whoa! It's a giant boo. I mean, I saw a big boo before, but what? This one you're gonna throw blocks at? What? This is impossible. If you dig too much, you're gonna end up in the hole. I'm never gonna have enough blocks for that. I managed to make it. I did it. Mario, proud, decides to turn around because he doesn't want you to see his tears. You know, he's the kind of master, you know, like, he's the kind of sensei who's like, look, I'm gonna teach you what you need to know, but look, I'm gonna do it in a way where, like, you know, like, he tries to do that whole austere thing that, you know, where it's like, really proud, you know, just kind of sit down, and, you know, he puts down a hard facade, because in his reflections, Mario believes that is earnestly, like, the best way to teach. And it's like, alright, that's fine. I'm gonna miss dragon coins here if I'm not being careful. I think I already missed a few. This level is very well designed. It's pretty cool. Well, hang on, as a kid I thought it was kind of neat because, like, what are we even doing here? This is crazy. You just keep going down, and there's turtles, and that's, like, impossible to dodge. I am the impossible to dodge turtle all this time. Check out this sweet little, like, scene that exists for no reason. This is playing clouds. I think it's great. More hacks exit should just be in this weird little empty screen where nothing happens. It's not a whole lot happens, but that's kind of the point. It gives you a time to just sit down and reflect a little bit, you know, just kind of think about things for a little while. See, I didn't get this guy. I didn't get him. This is it. This is how the end of the world comes through. But, like, it's just the first step, and there are, let me think here, like 18,000 steps, probably even more, before we even get there. So don't worry about it, man. Like, no, like, it's the end of the world, but, like, sure, your grandkids might have to deal with it, but you're personally going to be fine. Just warn them about Trout, and everything should be okay. When I was a kid, I thought, this was impossible. Dang it, it is impossible! Check that out, I got hurt! Man, I can't believe Nintendo would leave an impossible level in their game. Like, that just seems so out of character for the Big N. Like, everything is normally so polished and whatnot. Whoops, I missed the... Well, now level's going to be impossible. Like, that's the gimmick. Like, you need to have that, because otherwise, the Prince of Daytona is going to come and drive a car. And go like, well, I don't have a car. He's like, well, sucks to be you then. And he's gonna high fly and high five the Sky Police. And I mean, that's pretty cool. Everyone wants to ride with the Sky Police if possible. It's just doesn't happen very often. So does anyone ever remember this bonus screen? Like, not how to get there, but just this screen in general. It always seemed kind of weird to me how Mario sits on a yellow cushion and just kind of rides out. There's a star there. If you still have your star from the start that I missed, here can... Oh, what? No! I wanted to hop on all the turtles. I wanted to hop on all the turtles, but it didn't happen. Now what am I going to do? I was like, the only reason I started this whole thing was because I wanted an excuse to hop on all the turtles. And then Mario just flew over everything. He just flew. Did you see that? Like, his cape bellowed and was like, no, you're dead. You're done. That's it. This is the level. Nope, you don't get to him. I'm like, but that's the only reason I want to do that. Are there any other occasions in this game where you just get all those turtles, you know, lined up and in a vertical line, ready to be hopped upon one at a time? No, it doesn't exist anymore. You're done. You're through. Oh, I guess there's these guys. Oh, but it doesn't make a big thing. Like, it's just, no. It's just, no.